Good morning, vlog. We got a lady. Oh, it's a lady. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Lady, stop. Did you see the foot? Lady, you are crazy woman. Crazy woman. Alright, we're about to go outside. Look at my nice, clean living room. It's all fancy. That's in the hallway, that's my Christmas stuff that's ready to go in the attic. I was gonna try to put it up there and then I realized I'm not strong enough. Anyway, let's go let the dogs out. Alright, it's been kind of a roller coaster morning, I feel like already, even though it's like early. But I woke up and the first thing I saw on Facebook was my mom had posted like this picture of my grandma and Dwayne like together, and something about like seeing them both together in this picture was like it took my breath away, you know, in a way. It was just kind of like they're both gone, like they're gone, you know, and they're both of them. It's like hard enough like seeing a picture of just like one of them and being like, wow, they're not here anymore, but to like see them both together, it was like they're really gone, you know. It sucks. So that's like kind of the first emotions I was feeling this morning, was like, wow, like I'll never get used to it. Like I'll never get used to them not being here. Even though it's, you know, well, Dwayne hasn't been that long. But my grandma, it's been 3 years. I'm just never going to get used to it, and not having her here through like all of this shit has been so hard. I remember when she died, it was like I always just wanted to call her for things, like something would happen. And it's like I'd find myself just like wanting to call her and tell her, you know. So, anyway. Like I said, that was the first emotions that I saw that I felt this morning. And then, I saw they posted, for some reason, the people, like, they do this program here, right? It's called, like, the Main Street program. And, you can win $10,000 to start a business. But the condition is you have to, like, open the business in this area. So, I just, asked them. I was like, can I do that? Like, if I'm a mobile groomer, I was like, I'd really like to bring mobile grooming to Williamston. Can I apply for this? If they say yes, like, I just, like, have this feeling, like, what if I could win it? It's $10,000, and, like, I would have it by, like, next month. Like, I could have my van. Like, it basically, the condition is you need to have your business going by June. Like, oh, honey, you give me that money tomorrow, I'll get that business going. Trust me. And obviously, like, Williamston, the town I live in, like, is gonna be, like, my first priority for grooming, you know? I would, obviously, even with me being mobile, ideally, yeah, I want to, like, my town is 3 miles big. If I could just groom in my town, I wouldn't be mad about that. I'd have no mileage on my van, you know? So, yeah. So it was kind of like I said, like a whirlwind of emotions. I went from, like, so heartbroken to, like, so, like, holy shit, like, I could maybe win $10,000 to open my business. Like, what if I could do that? So I just asked, you know. But yeah, and then 3, I uploaded yesterday's vlog, which, like, has me, like, feeling a little bit sick. But at the same time, I think I said a lot of things that needed to be said. I think the thing I regret most talking about is, like, the Pets for Direct thing, because, like, that it was my fault. Like, it's my fault. I didn't get a tracking number. Rocco! God damn it. Hold on. Sorry to scream in your face. My dog was being an idiot. He fucking was, like, drinking water out of, like, it's been raining, and he was, like, drinking water from a puddle off the ground. I was like, you fucking get some weird bacteria and die. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, so let me try to remember what I was talking about. But, like, okay, so with the, I feel like, not like I slammed Pet Store Direct, but, like, I was, like, frustrated with the situation, and, it's not really anyone's fault but mine, because I didn't get a tracking number on that package, that I sent to them, and I didn't, like, reach out to them. Like, I should have reached out to them sooner. Like, I should have reached out to them, like, on the, like, 19th, or, like, the day after, and been like, hey, like, your package should have gotten here today. But then I forgot about it for, like, a week, and, it sucks. It sucks. Like, and that's why I was mad, and I was, like, frustrated about it, because I was, like, returning it so I could get a credit to buy other shit, and then, you know, it got lost in the mail, or somebody maybe picked it up off of their doorstep, or something happened to where that package didn't make it to them. At this point, hold on, somebody just messaged me. I kind of think it was the town of Williamston, so let me go check. Okay, wow, I'm back. Okay, so I can't remember really what I was saying, but I know I, like, mentioned that I like, messaged on the Williamston thing that they were doing that Main Street program that you can win $10,000, and I, like, commented and was like, can I do this if I'm a mobile groomer? Well, they sent me a message, and they were like, call me. So I, that's when I was recording, was when that popped up, and I was like, okay, hold on. So I called them, and she was like, I'm not 100% if it will work, like, if you do have to buy retail or not, so, I'm gonna check into that for you. She was like, but I have a friend that's a commercial real estate agent that just told me that he has a mobile van he's trying to sell. So she was like, can I give him your number? And I was like, yeah. So we're gonna see. But I'm really hoping to, like, win that Main Street program thing, because you can win $10,000. Like, that literally almost pay my full deposit on my mobile van. Like, because I think it's like 10 to 15,000 down. So I could, like, almost pay it all with just that. And the only condition is you have to be open by June. Like, bitch, April is when I have in my head to be driving my van. So, yes, absolutely. So if I can do the Main Street program, I can, I will know by February 2020. So next month, whether I got the van or not, or whether I'll get the money for the van or not. So, I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so stoked. So, I'm nervous, but I'm excited, and yeah, I'm really hopeful. I'm really, really hopeful that I can win that money. Like, that would be so awesome, but I don't know. See, like, this, like I said, I, like, feel like so many emotions, like, I feel, like, nervous and, like, excited and whatever else, because, like, I feel nervous because, like, I'm like, oh my God, like, if this works, I could get my van, and, like, if I get my van, like, that's huge, you know what I mean? Like, that's just, oh my God. So, anyway, I've been kind of internally freaking out, but, like, in a good way. I'm really excited. I was watching this, like, tarot reading last night, by Pretty Boss TV, and it was, like, about karma, and, like, talking about, like, this new year and stuff. It was just, like, so crazy, like, what she was talking about, like, so, like, hit with me. Like, she said this year's gonna be, like, really big about karma, good or bad. So, like, if you've been putting good shit out there and, like, trying your best to be, like, good, then you'll get good things this year. And if you haven't been doing that, and, like, not necessarily saying that you've, like, just been mean or whatever, but, like, even if you, like, haven't been doing your part or whatever, karma comes. So, I always try to be a good person. I'm a very big believer in karma. I think you guys know that. Like, I don't know. I think that's kind of what it's all about. It's, like, being good to people. So yeah, that reading was really crazy. And she kind of talked about, like, like how you feel like she, like during the reading, she was like, you feel like you're on like a different level than a lot of people, and like I have felt like that in a sense. Like it's like I just like have been thinking differently, and like when I try to explain my thoughts, like it's like a lot of people just don't really get it right now. It's like, it's even okay, like back to like my argument from like yesterday, about like, you know, we should try to like more work together, and it shouldn't be like so divided, and like seeing the good in people that you think are bad, that's really hard to do. But I think it's important, because putting hate into something is like a strong emotion, right? So you're putting a lot of an emotion into something, so even if you hate it, you're giving it energy that you like, it's coming from you. So like if you're putting that energy into hating them, like you're gonna like afterwards like feel like, you know, like it's like you don't feel good after you're done hating something. It's like you feel like, I know me, I feel like drained, exhausted, and like I just need to do something else, like when I've spent too long like hating or being hateful. And that's kind of what I mean by it, like maybe seeing the good in people so we're not so hateful to each other. And I'm not saying like, you know, you've got to go be friends with like terrible people, like I'm not saying that. I'm saying like respect those people for who they are, and like do your own thing. Like that's kind of like the way I look at it. Like I don't agree with everybody, and never going to agree with everybody, but I can respect that they have a difference of opinion, and that their difference of opinion is what makes the world interesting. If we all thought the same way, then the world would not be interesting. So I respect their opinion. I may not want to associate with that person. I'm not saying we have to go be friends with anybody. I'm saying like, don't put that much energy into them. If they're like, if you hate them, like don't even give them that energy to hate them. Don't even do it. Just let them do their thing. That's why I said yesterday that I just like unfollow people, because I don't want to give them any of my energy. And like when I look at people that I don't like, it brings me bad energy, and it makes me feel hateful and angry, and that's not how I want to feel. So, you know, that's more what I meant about it, was like, try to see the good in people. Like don't just like demonize everybody. Like try to understand them a little bit, and it helps. It'll help you, you know, grow as a person. Like not spending so much time just like being so angry at people, you know. Like I could sit here and rant all day about people that like make me mad, but it's like it's not worth it. And that's where I've been feeling recently, is like trying to find love for those people that I don't love, that, you know, even like my dad, like to be like, because, you know, I talked about him a little bit yesterday and how I don't like him, and I will never have my dad as part of my life. I can't picture a world where he could ever be a part of my life because of the way that he is and the way that I am. But I can respect, like I was thinking about it really hard yesterday, and I was like, okay, so to him it was just like I was just a child, I was a baby, you know. And maybe with somebody, like I don't know the details between him and my mom. I've never known them. So maybe he wasn't interested in being with my mom, and to me, like to him, I was just like another way to like tie him down or something. I don't know what his viewpoint was on having a kid. I really don't. But, you know, if I look at it like, okay, well maybe he wasn't ready. He wasn't really given an option. It's not like she like went to him and was like, should I keep this baby or not? Like she was already keeping it. So maybe keeping me, I guess, I'm it now. But anyway, so maybe, like to him, he was like, well, I didn't ask for this, you know, whatever. I can give him the benefit of the doubt. I can understand that. And like, you can sit there and be like, no, fuck him. I can sit there and say that too. And trust me, I've said it plenty of times. I said it yesterday. Still fuck him. And yeah, it's not fair to me, like at all. Cause I didn't fucking, you know, like I wasn't even born yet. I didn't deserve like to just not have him as part of my life, because, and maybe, you know, that's the thing though, is like, if he was part of my life, I would be different. Things would be very different. I used to think about it a lot, but you know, that's, everything happens for a reason. And I can, like I said, I can try to see it from his eyes. It's never gonna, like, I'm never gonna be able to have a relationship with him. I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, I understand him, so I forgive him. And I do forgive him. And I'm doing that for me. I'm forgiving him for selfish reasons, because I don't want to hold on to that bitter resentment anymore, so I have to forgive him. So that's more what I was talking about, is like letting go of the hate for yourself, not for them. And I'm not saying like because you don't hate them or like because you're not feeling that anger towards them anymore that means you have to be friends with them. No, like if anything, like screw them, like they can go do their own thing. I'm just saying, like, I want to like help you like get that feeling that like when you see them it doesn't make you sick to your stomach, you know, like that kind of person. Like that's how I feel about the people I like hate. I don't even want to see them because it like makes me sick. And that's what I'm trying to work past, is be like, no, I don't want to, like, I don't want them to even have that much control over me. Like, you know, if we use the grooming industry as an example, I don't want anybody in that building for me to walk in and I feel a certain way because they're there. Like, I don't want them to have that power over me. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's my whole point on that. But, anyway, it's early. We'll probably go to Starbucks here shortly. So I'm going to hop off for a little bit, but I'll check back in a few hours. All right. Love you guys. All right. So we went to Starbucks and hold on. Oh, it's too far away. Anyway, I think we're about to take a nap. We are watching Pretty Boss TV. Hold on. So many of you are transitioning. Some of you, this, you know, everybody's experiencing this shift in many different ways. So I'm just gonna pause to make sure that you guys can hear me. But yeah. So we're just watching TV and chilling out. Just me and Luna. Well, Max is right there too. But yeah, I just wanted to check in. Just been a lazy day. Just hanging out. Finally, like, taking a day, I guess, to, like, be lazy. Because I keep saying I'm going to, and then I really haven't. So, finally, just kind of taking a day to, like, lay around and actually not do anything. I'm so bad about being like, oh, I'm not going to do anything, and then I, like, still do, like, a couple things at least. So, I did get, like, I think I said earlier, I got those videos uploaded, and I was, like, a little bit nervous about that. Oh, I'm, like, the people messaged me back in the Main Street program, you do have to buy a retail location, and I really like the place I'm at, like, the town I'm in, but, like, I've looked really hard at all their options for storefront locations, and it's, like, the buildings all need a lot of work, so I just don't think that's going to be the way for me, but I'm waiting to hear back about the mobile van that the lady mentioned, so I'll keep you guys updated on that if I ever end up hearing anything. But yeah, I told them, though, I was like, you know, I'd love to get involved with some of the events in Williamston, so we'll see. I need to get more involved. I want to, like, be, like, I'm part, you know, I live here, so I really want to advertise to the community I'm in. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna try because I need to. But we sleepy, my honey. But yeah, I wish that today's vlog was gonna be more exciting, but I need like a sleepy day. That's kind of thing with like daily vlogging, is there might be some days that I'm not really doing much, you know? And especially like when like I'm with Derek, I don't want to like pull out the camera, and like he's got like a friend over today, so to like record us like driving to Starbucks or whatever, it's like weird because, you know, not everybody likes being on camera, so that makes it harder to film. So any days I'm hanging out with Derek all day is like just like harder to film. But he did get all of my stuff put up in the attic, so I'm really excited about that. I still need to clean my groom room. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but I just don't have the energy today. I don't think I slept very well last night. I don't know. I toss and turn a lot of nights, but it's not even really about that. It's like something about like my actual sleep cycle. Like I can always tell like when I really slept good because I'll feel good the next day. But I don't think I really slept good last night. I'm just kind of like groggy today. But yeah. I love you guys. I hope that you guys are enjoying all the videos. I know there's been a lot, but it seems like they're all getting a decent amount of views, so maybe everybody likes them. Yeah. I'm excited for Safari. It's coming up soon. It's not this weekend, is it? I think is it this weekend? I think it is. Wow. Alright. We're sleepy. We're gonna go take a nap on our big comfy couch. Alright, I'm back. I'm feeling a lot better. I was like just feeling so like blah. Like sometimes, okay, for the longest time I wouldn't take naps because I was like, I went through a phase that if I took a nap I would like wake up like more meh afterwards. Like I would just wake up feeling worse. So I wouldn't take naps for like really long time. Then one day, like, I felt so, like, fucking groggy and shitty, and I had to go to, like, a show. It was, like, it was the first show that I went to that me and Derek were, like, kind of, like, talking. No. Yeah, it was. So, anyway, it was, like, important. I needed to go to the show, right? And I, like, felt like shit. And I was like, what am I gonna do? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to take a nap. And if I take a nap and I wake up and I still feel like shit, then I guess I'm just not gonna go. So I ended up taking a nap and I felt amazing when I woke up and I was like, holy shit. I'm like not doing naps and I should be. So anyway, I feel better. But I woke up and was checking my stuff. I'm still like about like yesterday's video because I don't know, it's scary to like talk about that shit, but I mean what I said, like everything I said I meant. But yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is I feel like it's like a more negative video, you know. But I think everything I said I agree with. Like I said, I'm just trying to, I want to become a better person. And as somebody like with like that's trying to build a platform, I'm not going to say I have a platform yet, but as somebody that's trying to build a platform, I want to set a good example. I'm not saying I'm ever going to be perfect. Okay, like I'm never going to be perfect. I'm never going to be like, as humans we're hypocritical, and I aim to catch myself when I'm being hypocritical. I'm learning to challenge myself, like if something's bothering me like a lot, I've like been challenging myself on it, because I've learned that we're quick to like things that we get like really fiery, heated up over are a lot of times like things about ourselves that bother us. So I try to be like really aware, okay, if this is bothering me, like am I doing that too, and like I'm not realizing it, or like what is it about? So anyway, I think I tend to get frustrated when I see people not doing things like I do them. And I think I'm holding or maybe putting people on a pedestal, like, okay, you have a name, or like you have a platform, or you have whatever, like, so you should set an example. But the reality of the world is there's a lot of people with a platform that don't set an example. So I can't be mad at what other people do. All I can do is control myself. So I don't know. But at the same time, I would like to see happier stuff coming out of the grooming industry, more support, more love. I don't know. But yeah, I'm debating because I've got like another video I could make live, but I think I'm gonna save it till tomorrow. I was really nervous about the vlog today, like about yesterday's vlog, like, and uploading it, and I was like really scared I was gonna get like a bunch of people that are gonna be really mad. Maybe I do have people that are mad, who knows, but nobody said anything if they are, so. It's hard to find that line, you know? Like, I feel like you need to speak your truth, but then also, like, I think only so much should be said. Like, we shouldn't, like, I don't know, especially about specific people. Like, one thing that bothers me is, like, when I see certain specific people, like, attacked and they, like, are put in a position they can't defend themselves. Like, that bothers me. I don't know. Life's confusing, isn't it? When you're trying to find out what side of the line you should stand. I feel like I tiptoe on the line all the time. Also, like, one thing about myself that's, like, probably really frustrating for other people, because I know it's frustrating for me, is, like, I'm always looking for balance. So I'm trying to find this, like, balance, and I'm, like, trying to make everything, like, super equal and stuff. I'm very Libra. So that's what I do. I'm always, like, looking for, like, this balance. I'm, like, all about, like, justice and stuff and, like, doing the right thing. But, like, sometimes it's, like, what is the right thing, you know? Stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and rewatch today's video. So I feel like it's all over the place. I gotta go watch it. It probably is all over the place. Like, I was thinking about it because I know at one point I was like crying, and I was like really happy, and I was like really down. Like, not really down. I think more so really tired. But I just feel like this video has been all over the place. I need to go and watch it back. And also, Peter finally uploaded a video, so really want to go watch it. I know it's gonna be like really emotional because he lost his dog, but I also gotta go out and check my mail. So anyway, I'll be back in a little while. All right, I'm back. So I called my mom, talked to her for a little bit. It's my jacket behind me. I was like, what is that weird brown thing? But anyway, I called my mom, talked to her a little bit more about like the van and stuff, and we're still ironing out like the details, getting a little bit more specific on it, like putting a plan together. So I'm really excited because I'm ready to like hit the ground running on this thing. But yeah, and I never heard from the guy about the other van, by the way. I didn't mention about that. I did hear from them about like the $10,000 thing. Can't win that, bummer. But I get it. It's fine. Rules are rules. Rules are rules. I feel like I said that so weird. Anyway, so there's that. What else? I haven't gotten to watch Peter's video yet, but I watched this one back, and it's like, I don't know. I always, like, I think I'm, like, so harsh on myself. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I'll think, like, I'm like, oh, that was so bad. Like, unpostable. And then I'll, like, go back and watch it, and I'm like, okay, like, it wasn't that bad. Like, I don't know. So, I haven't gone back and rewatched, like, the one from yesterday, like, the hour one that I was, like, so worried about. But I watched, like, the worst part of it, like, throughout, like, the day, or, like, what I thought was, like, the worst part of it. I don't know. I'm an overthinker of the world. Like, biggest overthinker ever. It's so bad. I'm just like so worried about hurting people's feelings, but also there's a lot of problems with the world, and like, I don't know, it's hard to find that line, like I said earlier. Either way, yeah, so focusing on more positive things. I'm really excited about the van thing. I think it might really happen soon. And I think that will, like, kickstart a lot of things. One of my goals is, if that happens, I want to drive to Indianapolis and groom Peter's dogs. Like, that's literally, like, if I get this van, I'm literally probably going to make a story on Instagram and, like, tag Peter Mon and be like, Peter, this is my van. Like, you see it. Here I am. Hi. And, like, can I please, like, come and groom your dogs? And we can do, like, a collab. Like, go watch my YouTube. I promise I'm a real person. I'm not trying to, like, kill you, Peter. I'm just, like, a huge fan. I want to groom your dogs. Because, yeah, he did this, like, collab with a subscriber, and I was like, we could do a collab and like he could film like his dogs getting groomed in my van and stuff. Oh my god, it would be so cool. Dreams, like, because that's like one of my goals for this year is to collab with somebody big that's outside of the grooming industry. So that would be a person for me that would be so cool to collab with. I'm not talking like Shane Dawson. Like Shane Dawson, that's like honestly like oh no, that's a hard one to say. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's hard for me to imagine ever collabing with like Shane Dawson or like Jeffree Star or somebody like that. That'd be so crazy. Do you ever think about that? I do. If you're a groomer and you watch like all these people, I bet you probably think about like how much does Jeffree Star pay for those Pomeranians? I was talking about this the other day. I think he's got 3 now. I think I saw like 2 of them passed away or something. One was like older, and I'm not really sure what happened to the other one. Like, but I think Daddy passed away too. I'm pretty sure. And like for the people that hate Jeffree Star, they're like, "Fuck you." And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. But anyway, so I think Daddy passed away. But anyway, so at one point he had like 5 Pomeranians. Like how? Okay, so you know that groomer was making at least in Calabasas for 5 Poms. I don't know. I'm really trying to think, like, because I'm, like, thinking, like, okay, if that was, like, here in South Carolina, like, what would I charge? Like, 5, if they were on a super regular schedule, and, like, but mobile grooming, because you know he's probably doing, like, mobile grooming. I highly doubt, like, he's, like, bringing his dog somewhere, and if he is, it's probably, like, an assistant that brings him somewhere. But with 5 of them, I'm guessing they probably had somebody coming to their house. And I almost feel like he's talked about it. And, like, one episode, okay, if you hate Jeffree Star, but you're like, a groomer or whatever, one thing that he did for groomers I thought was really cool was, like, there was, like, one episode, there was, like, one video he did with Trisha Paytas, and I can't remember which one it was, but, she came over to his house, and she was, like, petting his dogs, and she was like, oh my god, like, they feel so good, like, what do you do to them? And he was like, I get them groomed. Like, and it was just, like, so funny, like, he, like, so Jeffree Star, like, duh, like, you get them groomed. I was just like, yes, thank you, Jeffree Star. So anyway, yeah, I've thought about that. Like, what do you think Jeffree Star's groomers make? I'm guessing at least $500 for those 5 dogs. But probably way, like, somebody just, like, gawked at, like, 500. Like, it probably is a lot more than that. But I'm thinking, like, that's probably the most I would charge, like, here, where I'm at, is, like, $500, like, $100 per dog. But I'm guessing, like, in Calabasas, it's a lot more than that. So full day's work. So it probably is more, they probably more maybe basing it off of like what they would make in the day. Like I know that's probably what I would do is like I'd like need to make sure like okay, I'm meeting my quota for like the day, like of what I would have to make in a day. And yeah. I'm really curious. Jeffree Star's groomer, if you ever see this, I'm so curious as to how much you charge for them. You probably can't even talk about it because that's a lot of... I've seen, like, on grooming forums, I've gone on grooming forums and, like, seen, like, people talking about that they do groom celebrities' dogs, but that's all they can say is I groom a celebrity's dog, and they can't say who. The only person I know that grooms a celebrity dog that, like, we, like, all know is Jess Rono with Katy Perry. She grooms Katy Perry's dog, and that's the only celebrity I see other than Stephen King. I've seen that his corgi is really bad, and I've seen it's been kicked out of a lot of shops, so I would love to know if you've groomed Stephen King's mean corgis. You have to let me know because that's so funny. I would love to know more about that, any stories like that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off. I'm just like rambling about random things now, but I don't know. I just think that's so fun to think about. Do you guys ever think about that? Like what these people charge, like for these celebrity dogs? Because a lot of them are groomed, like the really, really fancy, like celebrity people. I haven't seen any of them post a dog that's not groomed. And maybe there are some I haven't, but they're not any that I follow. But yeah, I'm always curious. I'm like, what do they charge? Because I think if a celebrity, like, contacted me, like, then it's like, you know, if like especially if you're grooming in Calabasas or in like Beverly Hills or something like that, I feel like you would just charge so much. Like, your starting would probably be so high. Like, it's funny, I'm saying like $100 per pound, but their starting's probably like way higher than that, even in that area. Yeah, it has to be. Their gas is so high. You see how much I've thought into this, and it's like I will probably never groom in those areas. Like, even if I like got rich and famous or whatever, I don't think I would like want to groom in those areas, because like the thought of like the traffic over there like makes me anxious, and I'm literally on the other side of the country, so I think that's going to be a no-go for me. I really enjoy where I'm at. If I could move anywhere, now I'm really rambling, but if I could move anywhere, I'd move to probably like Tennessee, maybe North Carolina. I love the mountains. I love like lakes and stuff like that, and that's probably where I'd move, is somewhere like that, like somewhere pretty like that. Like, you know, when I'm like retired and I'm like not doing mobile grooming anymore, and maybe like traveling the world and doing demos and like meet and greets or whatever, you know, then I want to be living in like maybe North Carolina or something, just somewhere in the mountains. Yep. Anyway, on that note, I hope that you guys are having a great day. I love you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.